Hello, my name is Vincent D. Simone, and today I'd like to explain to you how to make a book. I know you're thinking how to make a book that seems kind of complicated. However, it is simple and it's an easy step-by-step process. Right now in my graphic design class, we are making books. And it is really not that bad. Like I said, it is a step-by-step process. The first step is an idea. You need to know generally what you want your book to be about, whether it's a children's book, novel, short story, or poem book. I chose for my book a children's book. To make a good children's book, I know I need a character that's likable, fun scenarios, and easy to read text. So, for my character, which is the next step, I chose to pick a cat from the movie The Aristocats. His name is Toulouse, and he's the orange cat that can paint. So my book is based around an orange cat. Also, since I'm an art major, we learned about an artist called Toulouse-Lautrec, and I really enjoy his work. So that's why he's also called Toulouse. According to Guy Kowalski from the New York Times, the concept behind self-publishing is that you have to have knowledge or emotion for what you want to express in your story. Therefore, my story, I want to express fun, likable character and have morals in the story itself. So, now that I have the character and the idea down, I need the story. The story itself takes some time to do. You need to spend time writing down what you want your story to be about and how long it's going to be. So, once I finished my idea and my story, I knew how long the book had to be. The book that I'm making in class is about 30-something pages, 32. So now that I know that I'm going to have 32 pages in my book, I needed to figure out where each page is going to go in the book. So I spent the time to write out and fold paper. I know that I want my book to be half a piece of paper. According to madehow.com, you need to know proper paper size and management before you can start your book. So that basically means how big you want your book and how you want it to be laid out. Like I said, I took normal computer paper and folded it in half, and this is how my book will be made when it's printed. So I wrote down every number of every page in order, from 1 to 20, just for an example. This is important because when you're working on the computer, page 1 will not always line up with page 2. Actually, page 1, when I print it out, will line up with page 20. So when I'm designing on the computer, page 1 and page 20 will be next to each other. I also need a storyboard to figure out where my images would go next to my text. A storyboard is the story itself written down and put into these little mock-ups of each page. Then I did sketches, fast ones, just kind of rough, so I knew what I wanted on each page. As you can see, there's double page spreads, which have images, and then there's pictures next to text. I needed to know how much space I needed for my drawings. As you can see, a lot goes into the storyboard itself, but it's quite simple because you only have to do rough sketches. You don't have to draw all out pictures. Once I know what pictures will go next to what story, I can start making them on the computer with my program called InDesign. As you can see, for double page spreads, page 2 and page 3 is where the image lies. However, when you go to make the book, page 2 and page 3 don't line up. As you can see in this book called Pete the Cat, it helps show my example, how it goes across both pages, but when you're printing it, they don't line up. Page 2 is actually next to page 19. So when I'm designing on the computer, I have to make sure when I print out each page that there's no white space in between, so that the images line up crisply and cleanly next to each other. This takes some time and is very difficult to do, however, it can be done. Since my book is not going to be huge and I need a massive amount of paper to make it, I can easily print it out on the computer. Once I have the general story done, I just need to make the book itself and finish all the pages. So you need to color the page with whatever you want, the pictures. You can either add color or you don't need color. Since it's a children's book, I want my book to be very colorful, just like Pete the Cat. Pete the Cat has a very bright pop of colors and whatnot. So I decided I would do my book in watercolor to help make the images pop more. Once I have one double page spread done with text flown into it, I can take it to a publisher, we were told, and try to publish the book to them. If I find a publisher that likes my book, they'll give me money and tell me to work and finish the book so that they can print it. Or they might tell me they want a little more work done for more pages before they want to print it. This is where having the full book completely done would help. So if I had all the pages fully colored, written out, drawn, and on the computer uploaded, ready to be shown, I could just hand a file to a publisher and they can print the book for me. Or if you're just doing a little self book, like I said, you can print it all out yourself on normal paper, front to back, and then fold it yourself and staple it. Staple bound books are very simple. Like I said, you have to just lay the papers in order and whatnot. But then when you go to staple it, make sure that you staple it downward so the staples are on the inside and not the outside. They can hurt you. This process is very simple and easy and should take you nearly next to no time to finish. So I hope you enjoyed my little demonstration on how to make a book. I hope it was insightful and that maybe you'll go out and make your own book. Thank you.